Hi everyone, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel, Scented Obsessions. For all of you that are new, thank you for the likes and subscribes and coming to join me on my wax journey. For some of you that have been around a while, you know that I was a Scentsy consultant. That's when I fell in love with fragrance generally, and I quit probably about a year ago, and I've been checking out different companies since, as well as getting through my ridiculous Scentsy stash. So we've got a new vendor today. I've been eyeing up these guys for a little while. And yeah, now that I've been kind of on a project to use it, I thought now was the time to bring some more wax in. So as always, I've got my trusty notepad and pen. You guys know I'm not yet a pro at these kind of stuff. So the company is Wax and Words, and the whole concept is around wax melts and fragrance aligned with books. So I am an avid reader. I always read the same thing, which is crime fiction. I watch a lot of crime fiction as well, but the idea was that they will kind of pair or suggest pairing certain fragrances that they sell with certain books. So it's kind of like mood themed, which is really cool. I haven't seen that anywhere else. So before I get onto the wax melts that I bought, let me go through all of the usual stuff that I do when I've discovered a new vendor. So made in UK. And they seem to sell wax melts and candles, and they kind of are the same scents but in both formats. So depending on whether you are a wax melt or a candle person, you can try them. The wax melts are $5.99. I will show you a clamshell. I have popped some of these in today, so I'll show you, but you get 6 large cubes, and that's for $5.99. And they do buy 4, get 1 free, which is cool. The candles are $14.99, and they burn for about 40 hours according to the website. So the wax themselves is coconut wax, which I've never had before, and that was another reason I wanted to try them. So again, for those of you that are new, I have got 8 Scentsy warmers going at any given time. I have 4 rooms that I test wax in, and they've each got 2 warmers of different strengths. They're all electric. So what I like to do is try any wax company in the electric ones first. That is my preferred method. But some companies out there are best with a tea light, and I will tell you that as well if I feel like I need to do that. So some of you might be tea lighters at home, and that's fine. Any wax will be absolutely fine. But for electric people like me, we need to figure out what wax is going to work and what temperature it needs to be at to get the most out of the wax and the scent throw. So it's coconut wax, so I wanted to try that. The candles are a soy coconut blend. And it does say that you can use electric or tea light, which is why I was drawn to it. They're vegan, hand poured, and each cube of wax, which like I say is quite a large cube, is 8 to 12 hours of scent. And the other Brucey bonus that I did was if you subscribe, then you get free shipping. So I got the buy 4 get 1 free, and then I also got free shipping, which is really cool. The packaging was really good, so they do come in a box, but Rob, the founder and the owner, did a handwritten note, which I thought was really cool. So I got that, and it was packaged really, really nicely, really well, so no issues with that. Delivery was brilliant, and he actually checked up on my delivery, because often if I'm out and about with work, things get put in my garden, and he could see that was the photo, and he wanted to kind of check in. So I did get a personal email checking in that everything had arrived safely, which again was above and beyond in my experience. That was really, really good, so I appreciate that. So the wax, what I've done before the call is I needed a wax change on all of mine anyway. So for 4 of these scents, I've already put them in because I wanted to see how well they'd melt. Just very, very instant, like first impressions. I will include these in what I've been warming anyway, so you'll get like a full-on warm review. But I wanted to kind of see how well they'd go. So the warmers that I've got in here, I've got 2 of the same. They're 25-watt bulb warmers from Scentsy, and the wax is already melted, so it's already pulled out, and 1 cube in each, it's already melted, and I probably put them in maybe 10 minutes ago, so that is good. And these cubes are probably about 1.5 of Scentsy cubes, so that's a really good amount. In my bedroom, I have 2 element warmers, so they are like hot plate type warmers, and they're particularly strong wattage, but again, it's absolutely melted in there first. So so if you've got electric warmers, absolutely fine, of the element type. In the lounge, I've got again 2 25-watt bulb. It's pulled out there, absolutely fine. And in the kitchen is a bit more of a test. I've got a 15-watt mini in the plug-in, and I've put 1 cube in there, and I've got a 20-watt on the windowsill. They're both melting, but they haven't melted out yet, just before I came on the call, but I don't envisage there being a problem. There is some blends out there where it just never quite pulls out, but I don't think these will be a problem. So that's kind of how they're getting on so far, and I can certainly smell them in the rooms that I'm in. So the first one I picked up was Gothic Fiction. I know it's backwards for you, but I'll go with it. And what's brilliant about this company is you've also got the scent notes on the packaging, which I appreciate. So tobacco, vanilla, Nordic woods. If you've been on my channel a while, you will know I am a woodsy, fresh kind of person. I'm always going to gravitate towards those. And again, what I enjoyed about Wax and Worlds was they were more kind of moody, atmospheric, because they're meant to be paired with certain books. So it says, pair me with classic horror books. Now, personally, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a horror fan, but I am a crime fiction person. But let me just bring out the wax so you can see. So this one is a bright red. And these are the size of the cube, so quite large, and I'm going to snap them because they are very brittle compared to Scentsy wax. So if you're used to soft wax, these are very brittle. Similar to Party Light, if you are of experienced Party Light in your time. They smell really, really good. So I've put this one in my lounge because this is right up my street. So I've had tobacco and vanilla before. You can get a lot of candles of that scent, but with the Nordic woods, it does add a bit more depth to it. So quite manly, quite atmospheric. Really enjoy it. So I've popped that one in the lounge, and we'll see how it gets on. I'm just going to put this wax back. So yeah, I don't mind how brittle or soft wax is, as long as one, it pulls out. Oh, hair dodgy. As long as it pulls out, and also that I can clean it up. What I will say as well is these clamshells are very good and very strong. So again, if you are a Scentsy person, you'll know that they have seem to have got thinner over time. These are very strong to the point where I've sometimes struggled to get them out. Right, the next one I picked up is Static Blue. And again, really kind of cool sci-fi looking one. So yeah, pairing with sci-fi fiction books. And this is Ozonic Marine, Cyclamen and Vetiver. And the reason I picked this one up is, again, I am a fan of Cyclamen. I think that was in Fluffy Fleece in the Scentsy world. And this one is definitely kind of like a fresh atmospheric scent to me. So it's not laundry, but it's not kind of like clothesline or kind of linen sheets or anything, but it's fresh, it's uplifting. I've put this one in my kitchen, and it's really nice. And again, like I say, as much as they were still melting out, I could still smell them when I went in. The next one I've done, and the packaging freaks me out, but that's a personal thing, that's nothing on the company. Attic Whispers, look at them freaky ass dolls. It does say pair with horror, so I'm guessing that's for a reason. Black pepper, pomegranate and leather. Now you guys know I love pomegranate noir. I love that kind of Jo Malone scent, and I love World Traveller in the Scentsy world. This is very similar, but it is much deeper. So you definitely get the black pepper and the pomegranate, and I think that leather, which is what the other ones don't have, really adds depth to it. And this has gone straight in my bedroom. Really, really good, really strong. And this one melted straight away in my element warmers. So really like that one. The last one I've got is Southern Belle. And this one, I was intrigued by this one because the scent notes are something I haven't really had this combination before. So it says pair me with Deep South Fiction, Rainwater, Black Fig and Oak Moss. And again, I just thought it would be kind of a bit moody, a bit atmospheric. And it is. I would say, it doesn't say that there's lavender in here, but I kind of get a little bit of an edge of that. But I think it must be the oak moss that I'm picking up on. So yeah, that one's going strong as well. So they were the 4. And then the last one that I haven't put in at the moment, because I just don't have a space for it yet, is Epic Sagas. And this one, pair me with adventure books, saffron, leather and mandarin. And again, just combos that I've never had, but I like each of the notes. And that's me trying to get into the clam. And yeah, you definitely get the mandarin and you get the leather. So I will see if the saffron comes out. Saffron's quite subtle to me. But all of these are kind of medium strong on cold. And when I'm walking into any of the zones at the minute, I can definitely smell them. So yeah, it's I'll see if they develop as they pull out properly, etc., and see how they go. And I will check back in. But yeah, so far so good. And yeah, was really kind of keen to try coconut wax. And I think again they're vegan, sustainable. That's the idea. But no, very good customer service from Rob, like I say, with the hand message note and checking in on delivery and stuff. Really good. So I will carry on melting them, and I'll melt the last one, and then I've got a bit of a stash going on of what I've been warming, so I will add them into there to let you know the full thoughts. But so far, very impressed, very good. And they've released, since I bought mine, they've released another kind of limited edition scent, so I don't know how often new scents come out, but this clamshed would last you a while, especially if you're doing one cube at a time. And there seems to be kind of like things changing, I'm guessing, as and when, maybe a little bit seasonal, but again, the whole idea is that it's paired with books, so they might always be kind of quite cool and atmospheric. So yeah, that is my thoughts on Wax and Words. So yeah, if you're interested, I will put their website in the description. No affiliation, just me buying wax as I usually do and doing a review on my thoughts and feelings on it. But yeah, but if you are kind of woodsy, atmospheric, that kind of thing, and you've got, they'll be absolutely fine in tea light warmers, so it doesn't matter what warmer you've got. Yeah, check them out, see what you think. But yeah, and before I run away, any other suggestions on wax melt companies to try? I know someone commented on a previous post. I will try them out. Northern Soul, again, quite gothic kind of sense that I was keen to try. So I just want to triple check that they work in electric warmers, and do that. So yeah, if there's any more suggestions out there, let me know. I'm trying not to buy wax, but we know what I'm like. And yeah, I'll never stop buying. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. All right, thanks guys. Bye.